to talk about travel instead. Did you know that the term childproof on a bottle of medicine does not mean it's impossible for kids to open it?
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
All right, 5 minutes after 8 o'clock, 78 degrees. Temperatures are expected to climb to 88 degrees today. There's an 80% chance we'll see rain, most likely in the afternoon. And just take that forecast and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it all the way through the week. Looks like that's going to be the pattern that we'll see all the way through the rest of the month anyway, probably into July as well. Galen Unold is on the phone from Life South Community Blood Center. Good morning, Galen.
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Pretty good. I heard Robin ask you how your mom is, and it sounds like good stuff, right? How's your mom?
Yeah. So she's home, which is good. So she's back at home.
Feeling
She's a
better?
little weak. Just trying to. I mean, she had pneumonia, so she's just a little weak, but she's getting better every day.
Wow.
Thank you, guys.
Well, thank God. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. Amen.
So I have one sports thing really to ask you about, and the other one is mostly just your opinion on how you stay cool. But first, let's go to the phone. Let me take a phone call. Somebody might have something important to ask you or tell you. Good morning. You're on the air with Galen.
Yeah, hey, Galen. Dennis here. About a week ago, I had donated blood, and I used this Alex deal. And my question to you is, did they take an abnormal amount of, say, red blood cells out? Because I've got blood work coming up, and if they did, I'm liable to get a funky reading in the out-of-balance blood cells or something. So should I wait a while before I do that?
Well, what they did is they took what we call a double. So they just took more red cells than they usually do. It depends on what blood test you're taking and how long of a period of time it is from your donation to your blood test.
Well, it's about 6 or 7 weeks between when I gave blood to when I'm going to be given a blood sample for it. It's just for a routine physical, but they do a whole blood profile, you know.
Yeah, well, they're
Should I wait a little longer?
You'll be
16 weeks between intervals.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm trying to ride the two controls there. He said it's going to be 16 weeks between the two intervals, Galen.
No,
well, it'll be 16 weeks.
It's 8 weeks on a normal interval before I can give blood again, and 16 if I use the Alex treatment. So they must take something extra out.
Galen?
And I wonder if that's going to affect my donation.
Galen?
Well, here's what they do when they do an Alex. They do take what we call a double red cell, but we don't take any plasma. We don't take any platelets. And so the volume is very similar in the total amount of blood that we take. We just take a higher concentration of red blood cells. Now, if your blood test and if you're doing a routine physical and you're getting, basically what they're going to do is a CBC, then you're going to be fine, especially if it's going to be 7 weeks. It won't be abnormal at all. That should not be an issue.
Okay. That's all I need to know.
All right. Thank you, Dennis. Appreciate the call.
All right.
Thank you for donating.
And I apologize for the awkwardness of the question. And I wish I could keep them both up at the same time, but when I do that, you guys have echo, and then it becomes hard, I think, is what you've told me. So that was a really good question. He had actually called in the other day when you were not on with us, and I didn't even attempt to try to tackle that one.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I mean, so that's why it's always good.
The only real concern would be that his iron level was low, but because he was able to donate red cells,
Right.
then his iron level was already high enough. So it won't be an issue. And especially after 7 weeks, your body's going to replace, the majority of that pretty quickly.
Well, I'm glad you asked that. As long as you've been doing this, I don't think that question has ever come up. The Alex machine came up. I've actually donated by Alex one time, and it was on the bus. It was not in the building.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we only keep them on the buses. We
okay.
We don't visit the centers. Yeah.
So here's how's the blood supply? Let's do that first.
Well, we're okay for it being the week before July 4th. Actually, we and for all the rain we have, we just need people to continue to get out there, get the blood, donate blood. I mean, it's a day by day situation. So we need a good day today so that we can supply all those units on Wednesday. So just get out there, give the gift of life. Give the gift of life.
Yeah, donate blood. Palm Garden and Penn Flooring, we need to thank both of them. They are the sponsors of this segment, and they provide us with products and services that are top of the line. If you need health and rehabilitative services, Palm Garden comes to mind every single time because they know what they're doing, and they've been doing it a long time, and they've got the best people for the jobs. And Palm Garden is considered a skilled nursing facility. Those two words are very important. Penn Flooring provides beautiful flooring from the floor up. You can remodel your home, take your office or your home and remodel it from the floor up, I should say. Visit their showroom at 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the McKay Williams Bridge if you're heading from Pine Avenue. On 17th, you'll see it on the right-hand side there. All right, so I have a sports question for you. Here's the story. Tim Tebow has been promoted to the New York Mets High Class A affiliate in St. Lucie. The 29-year-old Tebow, okay, there's his history. It says, baseball has not been easy for the 29-year-old outfielder. He hit just 220 with 3 homers. And anyway, numbers that don't usually lead to a promotion. So what does this mean? What's he going to be doing? Why is it a promotion?
Well, in baseball, the way it works is they basically have different class levels, and so each class is a step closer to Major League Baseball. And one of the reasons why they are promoting him is because everywhere he goes, they sell out. There's no doubt about that. So he's gone from high. He's basically gone from low A. It starts at rookie ball, then it goes to low A. Then it goes to high A, then it goes to double A, then it goes to triple A, and then it's a Major League Baseball club. He has been promoted very slowly because he's just trying to learn to hit. He hadn't played baseball since his sophomore or junior year in high school. So,
okay.
So this is not it's not a big deal, and I'm sure it'll upset a lot of people. Because they hate Tim Tebow and everything that he represents. But he is he's good for the sport because wherever he goes, he brings thousands and thousands of people that wouldn't generally go to the ballpark.
So does that mean that somebody who might have been a better player did not get promoted because they wanted a famous guy?
Yeah, that could have happened.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, I mean, there's so, and I heard that so many times, there are so many spots on these teams that if you're a guy who's a chance to be a Major League Baseball player, the Mets aren't going to block that with a Tim Tebow promotion. But at the same time, if you're the high A baseball team, you're very, very excited about Tim Tebow coming because he's going to put money in your pocket. So that's a fact.
So what does it mean when it says St. Lucie? I mean, what's down there?
That's where their high A team plays. That's the home. That's their home ballpark, and so he'll be around Florida and down in that area. That's where they'll be playing.
Okay.
Well, that's where the Mets.
Spring training is. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the phone. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah. Every team has 3 regular outfielders and a couple of substitute outfielders. It's not like he's elbowing anybody out. First baseman is only one, or second baseman only one, but outfielders they're usually swimming in outfielders. So.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Have a good day.
Makes sense to me. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate that call. Good morning. You're on the air.
Hey. Good morning, Larry. Good morning, guys.
Hey.
Larry, I think maybe what you're missing on the point about the way that he's getting promoted. You got to understand that. I'm not a professional sports fan, but what you're missing the point is it has nothing to do with sports. What they're really talking about is ticket sales. Bottom line, that's really all that professional sports is about. I don't really think they care too much about the sport itself. I think it all has to do with the bottom line. So,
all right. Yeah, makes sense.
Well, I love to watch college and amateur, baseball, little league baseball games, and football, the little high school football. That's where all of the fun of the sport is, and I love to go watch those. But professional, to me, it's just all a big. It's just about the bottom line.
Yeah, it makes sense. All right, thank you, Mike. Do you agree, Galen, with that?
Yeah, to a large degree. I mean, the point of it all is to make money. But, the best way to make money is to put a winning product on the field. And that's the goal, is to put butts in the seats and have them drink as much beer as they can. But I will tell you this. There's no such thing as amateur sports in college. I mean, those people are not amateurs. They get paid. They just happen to get paid in scholarships and things like that. And I'll give you an example. Like Division I football is $1 billion industry in this country. So if you're looking for pure amateur sports, you're not getting it at any college athletic. I don't care if it's baseball, track, or swimming. Those are money making for the most part. 90% of them. Maybe women's basketball doesn't make money, but it does in the NCAA tournament. So that's not where true sports is. And if you enjoy going to watch little league games and you don't have a child in them, that's weird, because it's as boring as it gets. Unless you have a child, it's just not good baseball. I mean, it's just half the kids don't even want to be there, and their parents are idiots. So,
oh my gosh!
Like, oh my God, my son should do this. So yeah.
We got to start somewhere. All right, let me go to another phone call. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah, good morning, guys. You see, Galen, now with Tebow, Jacksonville football, they had a chance to have him, and just for the fan appeal and loading up that stadium, whether or not he was the greatest quarterback or whatever position, it would have been a no-win situation. Don't you agree?
No, I completely disagree. Let's talk about the Jags. So when the Jaguars had an opportunity to go out and get Tim Tebow, the reason they didn't is because they were so worried that their guy, Blake Bortles, who they knew they were going to draft, was going to be overshadowed by Tim Tebow. And that the fanfare would have, and the pressure would have been so much that they would have had to play him at quarterback. Now the issue is now you have a team in Jacksonville that is going nowhere. They're on their third coach since Tebow had the opportunity to go there, and now Blake Bortles isn't the answer. And that's what it comes down to, is people in the NFL are scared to death of Tim Tebow because he wins despite being the least talented guy in the as far as his throwing arm. He wins because of his sheer will, and he's been blessed by God, and that's why he wins. But people are scared to death of that.
Well, he would have sold that stadium out for a season or two. I mean, doesn't that make any sense, the money involved there?
Oh, absolutely. But that's what the Jaguars were afraid of. And the coach, who was brand new, said, we don't want any part of that. And they had a brand new GM. And he came out and openly said, we don't want any part of it. And that was a downfall because the people in Jacksonville, I mean, he lived in Jacksonville. That's where he grew up. They wanted him to come home. All the Gator fans, they'd have put 80,000 people in that stand. Now you go there, you're lucky to get 30. So, and it's a bad football team. And Tim Tebow would have made the Jaguars matter. But they didn't want to do that.
Well, I personally think that there was a mistake by him not going up there, and for a couple of good reasons. And it would have probably worked out because what happened anyways didn't work out.
Well, yeah, and for me, I really believe that they want to move the team to London, and moving them, bringing Tim Tebow in, and now all of a sudden, Jacksonville getting all excited about the Jaguars again. That is a detriment to their overall plan. That in the next 5 years, that the Jaguars will be playing in London full time.
Yeah.
So you couldn't do that if people are pulling out that stadium.
Yeah, that's a whole other program, a football team in London. I just don't agree with that one bit.
I mean, that's where it's going. It's just like there's a team, you move the Oakland Raiders to Vegas. And how was that? I mean, it's all about following the dollar.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you. It is Monday, by the way. Sounds like Sunday. It's Monday. Okay, let's take a break, and when we come back, I'm gonna change the subject.
Okay.
Unless you have more to say about anything, then we can talk more about anything. We'll be right back with Galen.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Partly sunny today with a couple thunderstorms in the afternoon. High of 87 to 90 and a thunderstorm into the evening. Then partly cloudy tonight, a low of 73 to 76. Tomorrow and Wednesday, we'll have a mix of clouds and sun. It's going to be largely dry in the morning. We'll get more thunderstorms moving through for the afternoon hours with highs of 85 to 89. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Maggie Johnson.
Hi, this is Vanessa Lane Jennings with the Jennings Law Firm, located here in beautiful Ocala. Join me every single Friday at 10:30 for Legal Lane. We'll be discussing various legal topics such as family law, criminal law, contracts, and much more. So this is your chance to call in with your legal questions and have them answered. That's every Friday, 10:30, right here, WOCA The Source.
Veterans are the foundation upon which our freedom is built. Listen to The Source, WOCA, each Thursday at 9 a.m. to Veterans News with Hank Whittier from Vets Helping Vets. You'll hear tributes, information on veterans issues, and stories that will make you laugh, cry, and feel proud. Veterans News always focuses on the military, past and present, and on our first responders. Veterans News is brought to you each week by Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery, keeping you blooming since 1952. Robin, how do you like my design?
You're designing a box?
That's not a box. It's a doghouse.
Rough draft for your rough? Sounds like you need personal service.
I do?
Yes, to print the blueprints. See Mark at the Personal Service Center. He can print blueprints, notarize permit applications, print and mail out invoices, and even provide great-looking business cards.
Personal Service Center. That's the one on the corner of Northeast 25th Avenue and 24th Street, right?
Just look for the yellow signs. Your pedigree palace will be a reality in no time.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 572-2510. That's 572-2510.
Whether you're just starting out in your career or ready to make a change, being a commercial pilot is within your reach. The FAA has predicted that in the next few years, the number of planes in the sky will double, and that means a lot more jobs in aviation. Ocala Aviation has teamed up with an accredited university, enabling you to get a college degree in aviation while training to be a commercial pilot. And with options like financial aid, grants, and scholarships, it's never been a better time to get your new career in aviation started today. For more information, call me at Ocala Aviation, 352-861-7484.
All right, 23 minutes after 8 o'clock, 78 degrees. Looks like it's going to be a nice day with some rain in the afternoon. Galen Unold on the phone from Life South Community Blood Center. Remember, the important reason Galen calls is to talk about sports. So if you want to call sports right now, the number is 1-800-TALK-SPORTS with Galen. Just curious. I'm teasing.
I'm having flashbacks right there for a second.
Too many numbers. Talk sports with Galen. Hey, it's July is around the corner. It's already feeling summer-like out there. Well, not right now, it doesn't, but in the daytime it is. Later on in the day. So anyway, I have this recollection when I was a younger guy. I was in New York City, and it was boiling hot, and of course there's fountains everywhere. And my friend's father said, if you put your hands in the fountain, just get your wrists cool, you'll feel cool. It didn't seem to work for me. So everybody's got their own idea of what to do to stay cool.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if you had any ideas. I got 30 of them from this list on the internet. But I'll tell you one that I think does work. And I don't know if anybody does this anymore because I haven't been to a theme park in a long time. But they used to bring these little squirt bottles, and they would put ice in them, right? Mm-hmm. You remember those? Then they would blow cool air on your face.
They still sell them, and they're like $19. Yeah, they still sell them.
Oh, really? Now that sort of kind of worked a little bit.
Yeah.
What do you do to stay cool? What's your way to beat the heat naturally?
Naturally.
Well, I guess that's.
I mean, wearing a hat is the key. You got to have a hat. Got to have a hat.
There you go.
Just to keep that heat off of your head.
Maybe because you have no hair. Maybe that's it.
That doesn't help. Yeah.
No.
My mom wears a hat.
Your mother wears a hat. Yeah.
Keep the heat off. Keep it,
I mean, you just got to wear a hat. Just keep the heat and cool you off. And yeah, absolutely. Got to wear a hat.
All right. So a couple of ideas that they have here are to consume foods that are cooling to your internal system, and that would be fruits and fresh vegetables.
That's a good idea.
Have you ever heard that?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing better than on a really hot day having like a cold watermelon, eating a cold watermelon, or
cools you down.
Smoothie or ice cream.
Yeah, makes sense. Let's see. Here's the pulse points ones. There's numerous pulse points on your body that can be used as cooling spots when in contact with cool water. This is the theory my friend's father had. It didn't work for me. Have you ever tried it?
Yeah. I mean, you try everything if you live in Florida. Growing up, I don't remember. Put a washcloth on you is a good way.
Yeah, on the back of the neck.
Yeah.
Keep a cucumber in your refrigerator, then take it with you and cut off a slice every now and then and put it on your neck. You put a cucumber
I can't imagine anybody judging you if you're walking around with a cucumber.
Exactly. Ooh, what are you doing?
What would happen would be like, hey, are you happy to see me, or is that a cucumber? Yeah, that's right. I'm just trying to keep cool.
Yeah, that's right.
Trying to keep cool.
And there goes the woman with a cucumber down.
Oh my gosh. All right, Robin, I'm going to ask you to read number 17.
Okay.
It's called cooling breath, but there's a word I can't pronounce. Would you just read 17? That's
okay.
Just one of those words. I just have a hard time with it. Number 17.
Practice Shitali Pranayama.
What was it called again?
Shitali Pranayama. A cooling breath that will not only cool your body temperature, but also anxiety and mood. Shitali Pranayama.
How's it spelled?
Ooh. Shitali. Second word, Pranayama.
There you go. Galen, have you ever practiced that thing?
Not that I'm going to talk about, no. There was this one time, but it didn't count.
All right, here's one. Rose petal spread.
Oh.
Ayurvedic wisdom states that rose has a cooling effect on your mind, body, and emotions. It can be spread over toast, over dessert, or even in your tea. Oh, what is that? Like a jelly made out of rose petals?
You can eat rose petals.
I don't know. Sounds like they're making stuff up.
All right. Find some shade. Oh, that's a good one. Find some shade.
Well, duh. Thanks, Captain Obvious. It's really hot here. We should find some shade. Glad you came. I would have never thought of that.
Right.
I was watching a video of a dog in the backyard, and somebody was throwing a frisbee to the dog, and he would run and catch it, and then run back to the guy throwing it in the shade of the house. He wouldn't come straight back. Even the dog knew to go into the shade.
That's right. They're smart.
Connect with Mother Moon, Galen.
Okay. I don't know who that is.
I don't either. I don't know who that is. Anyway, it cools your soul and will bring abundance into your life, just so you know.
It does.
Who doesn't need abundance?
The last one is aromatherapy. Light lavender incense before you go anywhere, and you'll stay cool all day long. Really?
I love lavender.
Well, there you go. That's the key again.
I have one that's not on the list. Walk into Publix. It's usually nice and cool in there.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's my.
Or how about just any air-conditioned location? Movie theaters, right?
Movie theaters are awesome. Yeah.
Theaters, they're always cold.
Yeah. Did you know the Marion Theater was the first air-conditioned theater in Ocala?
Yeah. I think Buddy Martin said that like 72 times.
All right.
We're going to save the Marion Theater. It's the first air-conditioned movie theater in this area.
All right, 25 seconds. Galen, where's the Bloodmobile today?
Bloodmobile today, Larry, we're actually at the Lowe's on 441 out there in Summerfield. So please and we're also at the Donor Center right there on Silver Springs Boulevard. So just come by, see us.
And by the way,
donate blood.
The Bloodmobile is air conditioned.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
So at the 4th of July God and Country Day, go donate blood there.
Yeah.
You will cool down.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, Galen.
Oh, you guys got it. Thank you very much.
Bye.
I'm Pat O'Neill. It was put together by Republicans, but right now 5 Republicans say they won't vote for it in its current form. The new health care plan now before the Senate.
Moderate Republicans like Susan Collins of Maine, who's undecided, are concerned about scaling back Medicaid and told ABC's This Week
the cost of insurance for older people with serious chronic illnesses.
The Congressional Budget Office is expected to release its report on the potential impact of the bill as early as today.
Fox's Rachel Sutherland. The Supreme Court set to announce rulings today, possible decisions on President Trump's travel ban and a dispute over the separation of church and state in a Missouri church playground case. At Sonoma Raceway, Kevin Harvick gets his first NASCAR win of the season.
There at the end of the race, we were able to get to the end, saving the rear tires and still pulling away.
It's also Harvick's first Cup win at the Sonoma track. Fox News, we report, you decide.
My name is Dale Pazinski. I'm 19 years old, and this is how I live united. I've always been kind of a computer geek, and I found a way to use those skills to help the homeless in my community. For people facing hard times, computer skills and a basic resume are so important. It may seem like a small thing, but it makes a huge difference in people's lives. So with United Way, I created a program where I work with the homeless. Together, we go through their whole job history, write a resume, and then save it on their very own USB drive. We provide workbooks and training certificates. I even budgeted for cupcakes so we can celebrate as a class when one of our people gets a job. That's huge. When somebody says, "Hey man, that job that you helped me apply for, I got it." That's what Living United feels like to me. My name is Dale Pazinski. I help people achieve financial independence. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Howdy, folks. RL here for Dairy Queen Silver Springs. It's a new year full of good stuff and good food. So come on down to DQ at Silver Springs and start it off right. Because we've got things for your heart's delight. Chicken strips and pepper gravy and slaw or chili dogs, oh so savory. Codfish and grilled burgers too, made to order just for you. Creamy and frosty, blizzards and shakes, and all kinds of flavors for goodness sakes. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Hi, I'm Big Daddy Don Garlitz, asking you to support adoption by purchasing a Choose Life license plate from your county tag office. You know it costs a lot to give a child life. Many times a woman is forced to make a bad choice because of financial pressures. Help save the lives of the unborn children by aiding women whom choose life instead of abortion. Take a stand for life. Purchase your Choose Life license plate today. For more information, go to chooselife.org or call 352-624-2854.
Career Source Citrus Levy Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first and third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source Citrus Levy Marion and learn how they can help you.
Cookies, 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 cookies. We go cookie eating cookies.
When you want something special and fun for any occasion, get cookies. King Cookie in the Paddock Mall in Ocala will make a delicious, fun-filled delight just for you. So next time you're in the mall, stop by King Cookie or call 352-237-2557. KingCookieOcala.com. Customized cookies, cakes, and more. King Cookie.
Eating cookies. We're so happy eating cookies. Cookies!
Hey, I'm Gary. And I'm Eric. Did you know that Red Eye Radio is on WOCA The Source every night from 2 to 6 a.m. and it's live? That's right. No tape shows here. We know that the news doesn't sleep. And